Hello everybody. I'm going to cover an issue today that really bugs the shit out of me. So for those of you who don't know me, which I guess would be everybody, I am a registered sex offender. Yeah, pretty bad title, I know. What I did was I was 17 years old. A couple of girls called me up, told me they were 16, asked me if I wanted to fool around a little bit. I said why not? Seemed like a good plan to me. I fooled around, couple days worth, had some fun. All of a sudden, a few weeks later, I get arrested. Turns out the girls were 13. It's pretty pissed. Now, because I live in Iowa, I went to prison. I did my time. Had lots of fun in prison. And then when I get out, I have to register for 10 years. I've got a special sentence, which after completing my 5-year sentence in prison, I now have to do another 10 years of parole, so 2 separate sentences, because the state of Iowa thinks that that's right. I don't know, I guess that you would think that would fall under double jeopardy or cruel and unusual punishment or something. But when you think of sex offenders, everybody thinks, oh, well, you know, here's, you're a sex offender, you're a rapist, or you're a child molester. Well, that ain't true. I mean, some of the guys I met in prison, you got people who urinated on a tree, and all of a sudden they're sex offenders. You got people who, just were inside their house, walking around naked, and all a kid seen them, and all of a sudden they're sex offenders. Yeah, it's bullshit. I mean, don't get me wrong. There are sex offenders who, deserve to be in life, deserve, life sentences, and honestly to be shot. But for the majority of sex offenders aren't, your child molesters or your rapists. Most of them are just people who did stupid shit, hooked up with a girl after they were 18 and she was 16. I mean, really? Is that wrong? I mean, how many of you have done that? I mean, I know when I was 13, I slept with girls who were 18, 19, 20 years old, much older than me. I never felt like a victim. Um, but it's all of a sudden I do it and it's wrong, and I'm not justifying what I did, but as in the court system, it was my fault because I should have checked ID. How many of you, when you were 17, checked the girl's ID before you did something? It just doesn't happen. That's not the way the world works. I guess I'm just speaking out because I did my time. I did my 5-year sentence. I discharged. I did my prison time. I should be free. I don't know. Comment, post. I want to know what you guys think. Alright.